another video. Got road cam today. Thought I'd mix it up a little bit since, well, it's not very nice weather to be honest. It's absolutely bucketing it down. No matter, I'm currently on my way to see driver hire in Norwich and basically sign up with them. They said that they're really busy at the moment, so the chances of me not getting work are very slim, which is a good thing because obviously I'm looking for work now because I've passed my test. So yeah, that's all really good. I just wanted to do like a video just to kind of explain the phone call that I had with the driver hire this morning. As I say, I've only spoken to them twice now. They've been pretty good. I haven't really got any complaints so far. Obviously I'm going to wait until I've had some work and the payment come through and stuff like that. You know, we'll see if there's any issues, but so far so good. You know, they've been pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, I dropped them an email over the weekend. It was a bank holiday weekend just gone, and I thought I'd just send them an email now that I've got my license and say, look, you know, I'm looking for work. Can you help me out? Which is what they asked me to do. So I sent them an email. I think it was Saturday or Sunday, something like that. I think it was Saturday actually. And obviously I didn't really expect a reply, but you never know. So yeah, sent them an email, said, look, got my license. You know, how do I register with you, essentially? And had a phone call this morning, and she said, I've just got your email. You know, obviously you can register remotely if you want to, for those that are, you know, concerned about being socially distant at the moment and everything like that. She said, you know, but it's always good for you to come in and see us so that you can see what we're about, discuss, ask any questions, and so that obviously we can see what you're like and stuff like that, you know, which is good because, you know, whenever you sign on with companies and they say, oh no, we only ever do it via email or, you know, telephone or anything like that, you know, send us a letter. It doesn't bode well because you like to meet the person you're dealing business with, you know, whoever you're talking to. So that's pretty good. So I'm on my way to that office now. She has asked that I take all of my past certificates. The reason for that obviously is because my examiner took my license off me to give me the you know, a new license with all the categories added onto it. So I don't currently have a license at the moment, but I checked online as well, nothing's been updated yet, so give it a few more days, I'm sure that'll come through. But I am legally allowed to drive, so that's not really a problem. You know, so that's okay. And of course I've got my tachograph anyway, so I'm perfectly legal to drive. So that's all good. So yeah, she's asked me to take all my past certificates, birth certificate and the form of identity that's got your national insurance number on it. Because obviously they need to prove that you are able to work in the UK. So just bear that in mind if you sign up with an agency or a company, you're going to need to get a birth certificate or passport, something like that. I didn't have a passport. I did start the process, but I never completed it, so I never got one. So I need to go and get a passport at some point. Woo. Bit of aquaplane in there. So yeah, it's all good so far. Everything's been quite positive. So for all I know, they could ring me up later on or in the morning and say, got some work for you. So that would be good. The only thing I've got to do now is figure out how to use a damn tachograph, because I haven't got a Scooby. Well, I say I haven't got a Scooby. If I knew anything about tachographs, it's probably 1%. So yeah, it can't be that hard, you know. But obviously, it's quite important because if you mess up, you get infringements and all that sort of stuff. So I didn't really have time to ask my trainer at Hamilton's. I was going to ask him, but we ran out of time. We were focusing on, you know, passing the test as opposed to all the other stuff that's involved. You're going that way, are you? All right. The windows are steaming up. all this heavy breathing. So yeah, just a video really, just to let you know what's going on. I'll do another video once I've had a chat with them, and I'm on my way home. See what things are all about and how it went. And I'll catch you guys. Well, you'll see me in a second. Alright folks, it's a little bit later than originally planned, because I did record on the way home, but something went wrong with it, so I'm just recording it again now. I'm just just picked up a KFC from the new KFC in Yarmouth, so yeah, just on my way home now. So yeah, how did it go, the agency? So yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say, to be honest. Just to kind of explain, you know, the sort of things that I did there. I mean, I basically just signed some forms and came home. That was the crux of it. But for those who want to know, when you sign up with an agency, there's a lot of forms that you need to fill in, which are not only just to register with the agency, but also to kind of, you know, give your acknowledgement and understanding of things like health and safety, your working time directive, things like that. So yeah, I had a form to fill in to register. There was a form for the working time directive, and also health and safety, you know, manual handling, things like that. You know, because there are going to be jobs where you do some handball. And then the other thing I had to do was a quiz to basically test my knowledge on CPC, really. So that included things like questions on the tachograph, working time directive, road signs. What was the other one? There was questions about POA on there. Who's responsible for the load, all that kind of thing, you know, just your bog standard questions, which you should already know really if you've done your CPC. So yeah, that was kind of it really. I mean, you know, a lot of these forms were, you know, your standard kind of forms that you'd fill in if you were applying for a job, really, because that's all it is. You know, you're just applying for a job, aren't you? So yeah, that was you know, just it really. I was in there for about half an hour, 40 minutes, and pretty much most of that was spent filling out forms. I mean, I signed my life away about 8 times, I reckon. Cool, those clouds don't look very good, do they? So yeah, she did say that because I haven't, because I passed my test on Friday, just gone. It's Tuesday now. So Friday just gone, I passed my test, and obviously my examiner took my licence with me, so I can't, apart from my pass certificate, I can't really prove that I've got a full licence now and that I'm fully qualified, because when I look online it's still showing as a provisional for my category C, C1, etc. So I can't send them a licence check code, because my licence is still showing as provisional, which is no good. I'm legally allowed to drive, you know, fully now. It's just obviously you check it online, it still says that. So she said, you know, as far as we're concerned, you know, we're happy for you to, you know, to send you out to work. But obviously there are some companies who, for insurance purposes, might not like it if they think you've still got a provisional. You know, so I mean, she took copies of my my pass certificate for the driving test, CPC, and my theory as well. So and also my proof of identification. So she's got all those. So, you know, there might be work that comes my way in the next couple of days. Some companies might not be too fussed about it. I mean, it really depends, to be honest. So that is one hell of a view. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can. That's a very nice view, that is. We've had a lot of rain today. It's been really rainy. So yeah, nice and wet. Yeah, so the stuff you need to take with you generally to an agency, in case you're wondering: 2 forms of identification. So if you've already had your licence come back with your entitlements, then obviously you can take that. They need a proof of your national insurance number, so a tax bill, whatever, anything that's got your national insurance number on it and your name. And then you'll need to take photo identification. So like I say, driving licence, passport, the usual stuff. I mean, you know, you guys done it before, so yeah. So take all that. They'll probably take copies of it. Take your past certificates as well, just in case. As I say, you know, you can, if you've done your test prior and you've already got your licence back and everything, you can do a check licence code request anyway. But it's a good idea to take your past certificates because they might want copies of those as well. So yeah, and yeah, she was saying that they're absolutely slammed with work at the moment. She reckons there isn't any Class 2 drivers available at the moment. So I'm assuming that once I'm on their books and ready to go, I'll be in work pretty much straight away. And there's nothing to say that I couldn't be in work, you know, technically tomorrow. But I don't think I mean, I haven't heard anything now, and it's what? Let's have a look. 6:20. So if I get work for tomorrow, I'll be surprised. But yeah, you know, she did say that they're crying out for drivers. And just to recap, this is driver hire in Norwich. They're just down the riverside there, and bloody tractor now. And she was saying that there's a couple of jobs that they've got at the moment. Yarmouth Steel is one of them. That she also mentioned a couple of others that I can't remember. She did say that there's they've got one company, because she said to me, "What's your availability? You know, what kind of work do you want?" And I said, "I don't really want to work weekends, although I will if I'm really pestered. But I've got kids, you know, so you got to spend time with them and my wife and that, you know, days out, whatnot." But I said, you know, as far as availability, you know, I'm ready tomorrow. You know, so she knows that I'm actively ready to go for work and that. So, and I said, you know, I don't really want to be working, you know, mega late, mega early, unless it's otherwise agreed. You know, I mean, if my work is to do a trunk run, for example, like overnight, then obviously, you know, if I have to get up at, you know, 2 o'clock to be in for 3, for example, then, you know, that's fine, because it can be pre-arranged, it can be organised. But to drop it on me, you know, the night before, obviously that's no good. So same for like nights out and stuff like that. You know, she did say that there's a company, like a window and frames company, and they take their stuff down to Dorset, which I'll be in Kev T's country, which will be quite good. So if I end up going there, I'll have a keep out for a Trent lorry with his number plate in it. And yeah, so basically you go down to Dorset one day, drop it off, stay overnight, and then come back the next day. You know, I mean that sounds awesome. You know, that sounds like a good adventure. And if I ever do anything like that, I'll make sure to bring you guys along with me as well. So yeah, so you know, there's a lot of interesting work out there. They do seem like a pretty good office so far. I mean, I've not had any complaints. She answered all the questions I had. I didn't ask her how often we get paid, but generally in the HGV industry, it's weekly pay. So I'm expecting weekly pay, 1 week in arrears. So yeah, that's kind of it really, guys. I mean, there's not really much else to say. If you've got any questions or anything like that, you know, pop them down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. And you know, as I say, you can get in touch with me on Twitter, Facebook, and in the comments as well. So I'll reply as much as I can to you guys, you know, and share the my experience and everything that I've learned so far. So yeah, ready to go. Watch this space. There's going to be more content coming very, very soon, and I need to put some lights on because it looks like there's about to be a tornado here. I mean, God, it's grayer than 50 Shades of Grey. Jesus, look at it. Anyway, I'm going to continue going home and enjoy smelling my KFC, which is lovely steaming up my window. And I will catch you guys hopefully in the next couple of days with another video. So stay tuned, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.